Oh, how I wish Obsidian had been given the time to properly develop New Vegas as a game. I would have loved to see an ending slide with the cut ending for Old World Blues. For those of you who don't know, Fallout New Vegas' Dead Money has a cut ending where you, the courier, can join the think tank. Now, they might have cut that because that is hard to explain when your brain is, not inside you. Which brings us to my work, A Big Empty World. So the idea here is that the courier, quote unquote, joins the think tank, but it turns out he ends up just, or she ends up just killing themselves because they didn't really think that through very well, which might have been why Obsidian cut it upon reflection. So the courier's brain, joins the think tank instead, and then they end up turning the whole Mojave and eventually much of the post-apocalyptic world into their personal little experiment. And Mr. House is captured and made part of the think tank against his will, which I thought was nice, because I've given House, I kind of have like a soft spot for Mr. House, even though I'm a leftist and I really shouldn't. I do for some reason. So I sometimes give him a happy ending, but not in this case. And I wanted to like stay true to the ending theme of the cut ending, which is basically like the entire Mojave is subject to the crazy whims of the think tank, hence all the weird shit that's happening. And another thing that I wanted to do is I didn't want to give them a complete chance to win it all. I wanted them to have one worthy opponent. That the Institute seems like the most logical choice for that because they wouldn't know about the Institute, but the Institute would know about them. Or if they did know about the Institute, it wouldn't be accessible to them at first. It would be hard to get to. So yeah, this was pretty freaking fun to write. I'm not gonna lie. Of all the stories that I've written, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely in the top five, and it was my favorite to write because there was really no limits on like plausibility because like it was kind of like writing a Death Note crossover without the Death Note. It was very silly and weird, and I really liked rewatching the dialogue scenes for the Dead Money DLC and getting all the characters' dialogues right because I got a chance to see just how wonderful the think tank was. Writing the think tank is a joy and a pleasure, and I want to do it again at some point. Yeah, this was a fun story. I have zero complaints about how this turned out.